Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the midheaven in Aries. In astrology, the midheaven is all about your public image and your overall career. If you have a fire midheaven, then you're in for an exciting ride today. In this video, I'll be discussing the colors, aesthetics, and job examples that go along with the Aries midheaven. I'm also going to go over how you can use your midheaven to find your personal style to attract others. So if you have a midheaven in Aries, then your public image is all about being a go-getter. You're driven, ambitious, and passionate about your career. Your aesthetic is all about bold, brighter colors that scream confidence, like red and orange. You want to stand out from the crowd and make a statement. In terms of job examples, you might excel in a career that involves taking quick action and making important decisions like entrepreneurship or politics or the military. A good example of the Aries midheaven would be Angelina Jolie. She is in a lot of action films. She looks amazing in red and black, and a lot of the roles that she tends to play in the media and the film in general, she's often depicted as someone who's aggressive, who's a go-getter, who's all about action. That is very much Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of aggression, and it's all about masculine energy. It's all about ambition. It's all about anger, fighting, things like that. So if you have this midheaven, then those are things that you could use to attract others to you, or to make your appearance more alluring. So how can you use your midheaven to find your personal style and attract others? Well, you might want to incorporate bold, bright colors into your wardrobe. You can also look for celebrity examples, like I mentioned earlier, for inspiration on how to use your public image to make a statement. And as always, remember, your public image is all about being a leader and standing out from the crowd. Use this to your advantage to attract others who are drawn to your confidence and ambition, and win. As for archetypes go in the modern world with Aries on the midheaven, you can think of anything like an action film, someone who's super athletic, someone who's super motivated, an entrepreneur. Those are all the archetypes of the Aries midheaven. Anything masculine, anything that is sort of driven and is all about this fiery energy. That's pretty much the Aries midheaven. As for styles and clothing, again, circling back to that, I would go with anything that is, very similar to an Aries or Scorpio, because they're both ruled by Mars anyway. So you could look at my Scorpio midheaven video for inspiration as well, because it's very similar, but not quite. But basically anything red, anything black, anything tight that hugs your body, if you're a woman, obviously, anything that makes you look sexier, anything that has sex appeal, anything that is sort of seductive, a smoky eye, those erotic makeup looks, those erotic sort of outfits. If you're in the public eye and you want to attract others, then that's definitely the aesthetic that you need to tap into. Also with this midheaven, I forgot to mention this, but another archetype could be, the femme fatale, or, the dark feminine energy. That is very much Aries on the midheaven. Or if you're a male, the sort of player, F-boy type of stereotypes, type of energy, that is very much Aries midheaven, and that will work out for you. All right, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think, what you thought of it. I'm actually super curious, and I would love to know, and I'd love to chat with you. And I also do offer consultations. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram or shoot me an email. I most likely will not respond to you in around 4 months, because by the time this video is posted, I'll most likely be on my hiatus, and I'll be coming back in June, July. So, around that time, I'll be answering all your questions and everything like that. But I also have ebooks linked below if you wanted to read about the Aries midheaven in depth and you feel like, this video really wasn't enough for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Hi guys, so welcome to the video about the fire midheavens. In the previous segment, we discussed the midheaven in Aries, and now I'm going to move on to midheaven in Leo. So let's dive into what it means to have midheaven in Leo and how you can use it to your advantage in your career and your personal life. So midheaven in Leo is all about shining bright and taking center stage. Your public image is all about being a leader, a performer, and an overall showstopper. Your aesthetic is bold and glamorous with colors like gold, red, and purple. You mostly want to be noticed and admired by others. And in terms of job examples, you might excel in a career that allows you to be creative and expressive, like acting, fashion, or anything having to do with entertainment. Some celebrities examples of Midheaven Leo include Katy Perry, because she is known for her stunning performances and show-stopping style, especially in like the early 2010s. Leo traditionally rules over the 5th house, and the 5th house in astrology is all about creativity, boldness, being loud. And so when you have Leo on the on the 10th house, if you have Leo on the 10th house, you know, if you have a Leo midheaven, then when you incorporate themes of the 5th house, that is most likely how you're going to attract people to you, and it's how you're going to make your presence more known and you'll seem more attractive. For example, going back to Katy Perry, her music video, California Girls, was very much Leo themed. And I also think in the early 2010s, she had this, I don't know how to describe it, but she had like this obsession with cats, and she incorporated cats into her brand. And I thought that was brilliant, especially as someone with, no, I don't have it, but especially as someone with the Leo midheaven, meaning her, that was a really great like marketing decision, and I'll tell you why. So lions, cats, anything of that nature is ruled by Leo. And so when you use, you know, the things that are ruled by Leo into your marketing, into your personal brand as someone with a Leo midheaven, then you will attract people to you. And earlier when I said themes of the 5th house deals with children, fun, sex, romance, playtime. You know, it's not that much, it's not a really serious house. And so when she made the songs like Last Friday Night, California Girls, talking about partying, talking about fun, talking about, you know, being young and youthful, she naturally attracted people to her because she was embodying the themes of the 5th house, which is traditionally ruled by Leo. And also colors that really embody this Leo energy, this Leo midheaven energy, would definitely be purple and gold. And in her music video Roar, I think she was wearing a lot of, well, actually Katy Perry in general, I think she wore a purple wig in like the Wide Awake music video. But anyways, that's regardless of what I'm talking about. But yeah, those colors are Leo colors. And so when you incorporate these colors into your branding, into your marketing, etc., you will attract others to you because you're tapping into your midheaven. And understand that when you tap into your midheaven, then, you know, that's going to become your public identity. And your public identity has to be separate from who you are personally, because people are just going to associate that with you, and they'll start to see the midheaven and not who you truly are. That's like the consequences of, you know, only showing your midheaven. Leo midheaven is great in entertainment because the Leo midheaven loves to entertain. When it comes to careers, I'm just going to be honest with you. The careers that you most likely are going to be attracted to are going to be things dealing with entertainment. The Leo midheaven is not meant to work a normal job. It is not meant to follow, you know, anything normal, regular, or mundane. The Leo midheaven is different. You're meant to entertain the world. You're meant to spread and show your creativity. And don't get me wrong, like if you're into business, you can start a business. You can do things like that. But you have to incorporate some form of creativity into your career field, or you'll feel like a loser. You'll feel like nothing works. And you'll feel drained almost because you're not entertaining anyone. You're not using this creative, youthful, childlike energy that is the Leo midheaven. So if you have this midheaven, then understand that it's okay if, you know, you aren't feeling this corporate, mundane life. And maybe you are into corporate life, but make sure it's like a fun, creative, you know, corporate life where you get to decorate your office in these cool colors and you get to wear whatever you want to work, and you have this amazing makeup. Or if you're an influencer, if you're a YouTuber, if you're an actress, then that's most likely what you're supposed to be doing anyways. But everything you do, anything you do, make sure it's creative, make sure it's bold, and make sure it's fun, because that's how you'll succeed. So how can you use your midheaven in Leo to find your personal style and attract others? Well, if you have midheaven in Leo, then you might want to incorporate bold, glamorous pieces into your wardrobe. Think statement jewelry, fur coats, glittery fabrics, anything that is ridiculous, really. You can also look to celebrities' examples, like I mentioned above, for inspiration on how to use your public image to create a larger-than-life persona, because that is what Leo midheaven essentially is. Remember, your public image is all about being a performer and a leader. So you can use this to your advantage and attract others who are drawn to your confidence and charisma. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to leave a comment down below and a thumbs up. Tell me what you thought about the video. Tell me all about your midheaven. I'd love to know. I do offer consultations. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram or shoot me an email, and I will get right back with you. When this video is released, I'll most likely be on a hiatus. I'm taking a social media break, but I will be back in July and maybe the end of June. So I'll be responding to all of my messages then. But as for now, that is the only way to contact me. I also do have ebooks linked in my description. I literally have an astrology library, so definitely check that out. And yeah, if you feel like this video wasn't as deep as you needed and you just want something more in depth, then definitely check out the ebooks. It's all on my website and it's all linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Welcome to the video on the fire midheavens. In the previous segments, we discussed the midheaven in Aries and Leo, and now, last but not least, that was like a tongue twister. Anyways, last but not least, it's time to explore midheaven in Sagittarius. So, if that's you, you're in for an adventurous and exciting journey. Let's dive into what it means to have midheaven in Sagittarius and how you can use it to your advantage in your career and personal life. So, midheaven in Sagittarius is all about exploration and seeking truth. Your public image is all about being a free spirit, a visionary, and a global citizen, and overall being just this burst of good and positive energy. And when we think about Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius is sort of worldwide. It sort of attracts everyone. Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So if you have Sagittarius on the 10th house, then your career might be larger than life. Your public image might be larger than life. Whatever you decide to dress like, it might be larger than life. It might be very different, and it might attract people in this, otherworldly way, because it's Jupiter, right? It's huge, it's expansive, it's worldwide. So Sagittarius traditionally rules over the 9th house in astrology. The 9th house is all about travel, education, going long distances, and sort of expanding your mind. It's the teacher, it's the wisdom seeker, it's the free spirit, and so when you think about your aesthetic, it sort of ties into your aesthetic. Your aesthetic is colorful, it's eclectic, it is spiritual, it's inspired by different cultures and traditions. And so, your midheaven isn't exactly your personal style. It is how you attract others. It is how you are seen to the world. And so when you think of like midheaven and Sagittarius, think of the style like whimsy goth, or just someone who loves to wear a lot of like ethnic culture from like if they travel and stuff. Like, those people, they'll find different types of clothing in like foreign countries and like they'll add it to their personal wardrobe. It's just a bit of everything, and it's very different. You most likely, when it comes to like the public world and dressing and things like that, you most likely dressed in a way that is very different from the culture that you come from or the ethnicity that you come from in general. Because Sagittarius likes to explore everything. It's not really stereotypical. It's very different. In terms of job examples, you might excel in a career that involves travel, education, or philosophy, or teaching, or even journalism, like travel journalism, anything that incorporates travel, anything that incorporates being a teacher, anything that is able to expand your mind and allows you to reach larger groups of people. This could even look like being a preacher or a pastor. This could look like being a flight attendant. Just anything that allows you to travel and to teach and to help others, like large groups of people. We're talking like huge groups of people, you know? Or you could also be like a spiritual person, like a spiritual leader, like a monk or something, or someone who's just devoted to their religion, because Sagittarius does rule over religion. So you might be super religious and you might just devote, all of your time, all of your life into your religion. But that is what Sagittarius is about. It is the adventurer. It is the knowledge seeker. It is someone who loves education. And, that can sort of be what your career consists of. A good example of somebody who has Midheaven in Sagittarius is Billie Eilish. So Billie's sort of aesthetic, the way that I'll start with the way that she dresses. It's very different than what you would expect from a white girl, right? Like, she incorporates a lot of different styles into how she dresses. Well, I don't know how she dresses right now, but I just know previously it was just like this sort of 90s African-American sort of style, this rapper, R&B type of vibe. I remember when she first came out onto the scene, that's what she dressed like. And she wore oversized clothes, very masculine clothes. It's something you wouldn't really expect a woman to wear, but she did it, that's a good example of Sagittarius Midheaven. Also, her overall vibe to the public, despite us not really knowing her, of course, but she is really a free spirit. Like the things that she says, her words, she has really no filter. She says what she wants. She does what she wants. She doesn't care what anyone has to say. She reaches large groups of people. Her performances are grander, larger than life, and that is a huge example of Sagittarius, Jupiter on the midheaven. And it seems like whatever she says, it blows up. Like, her words have been quoted all over the internet. It's like whatever she touches, whatever she says, whatever she does is controversial or a huge thing. That is because Jupiter is touching her midheaven. Sagittarius is ruling over it. And she is living in her purpose because, she is a performer. She is a singer, and she's traveling all over the world. And that is what Sagittarius Midheaven is essentially supposed to do. So how can you use your Midheaven in Sagittarius to find your personal style and attract others? Well, if you have a Sagittarius Midheaven, then you might want to incorporate colorful and eclectic pieces into your wardrobe. Think of bohemian prints, ethnic-inspired jewelry, and travel-inspired accessories. You can also look to celebrity examples like I mentioned above for inspiration on how to make your public image to create a global brand or to make a positive impact on the world and attract others. Remember, your public image is all about being a visionary and a global citizen and a free spirit and someone who is expansive. You can use this to your advantage and attract others who share your adventurous and, free-spirited nature and, really do something with your midheaven. You're meant to be larger and grander than life. You're meant to help others. You're meant to teach. You're meant to travel. You're meant to be a free spirit. And you're meant to really do whatever you want. Sagittarius midheavens, I can see them excelling in, the normal corporate 9-to-5 life, regular everyday job. I can see that, but I also can see Sagittarius placements as entrepreneur types because the Sagittarius midheaven does not like being told what to do. It likes to explore on its own. And these people, they really don't like listening to others when it comes to work and what they do for work. So you can also keep that in mind if you have this placement as well. Okay, that's it for Midheaven and Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed this segment and learned more about your Midheaven and more about yourself in general. Don't forget to leave a comment down below to tell me what you think. I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to chat with you. If you have a question about your chart and you would like a consultation, just shoot me a DM on Instagram or shoot me an email and I'll make sure to get back with you. However, I most likely won't answer you till July or like the end of June because then currently by the time this video is uploaded, I'll most likely be on a hiatus and it's like a social media break. So I won't be back for quite some time, but until then, I'll get back with it I'll get back with you eventually, and yeah. But I also have ebooks. It's basically a library of astrology knowledge that I've written myself. And if you just click the link, it'll take you there. And that's only if you wanted more in-depth information about the midheaven and you felt like this video wasn't enough, and then I got you. So yeah, just click that link and it'll show you everything. Thank you. Oh my God, I have a cold. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, I'll see you next time.